So let's talk about this heavy energy that's currently plaguing you, because I've been feeling it all day long and I was told to do a reading on it. So some of you guys may be feeling this, like super fatigued or just kind of very emotional, or like you can't protect your energy. That's what it feels like. You are not able to protect your energy and you're feeling everything, especially if you're very empathic, taking on stuff that's not yours and just feeling icky, like an icky feeling. Okay, so what is this about? What is this energy? Okay, the Six of Swords reversed. So it's something unhealed. What is this unhealed? Okay, this is in regards to love. This is opening up the heart chakra here. This is also in regards to receiving. There's something that needs to be healed. Okay, I'm hearing it already. So there's this feeling of you don't deserve this, but it's like a lingering feeling that's been around you for a long time. And it's like coming back up. It's like plaguing you. It's coming back up to poke you, to it's like in your energy. It's letting you know that it's still there. There's still something there that's in your auric field that hasn't been healed and let go of. And this is this feeling of the happiness and abundance that is coming towards you. You're starting to question yourself, or you're feeling like it's going to be taken away, or that maybe other people are interfering right now. Maybe you're feeling other people's energy around you, towards you about this. There's some unrest. There could be some envy around you as well. But this is kind of plaguing your mind and making you feel like you don't deserve this happiness. Maybe you have this happiness and you have a hard time maintaining it, this feeling. So you could even be getting a little bit in your head right now because of how you feel currently. So you're thinking that maybe you're not on the right track. You're not on the fast track. You're not on the highest timeline that you've been manifesting, because one day is good, one day is not. And I've talked about this in my videos before. So you can experience different realities at once, or you can jump between different parallel realities. So you're on this high vibration one time and then you're on this lower one, and you're like, which reality is it? Like, what is my life actually? Is my life good or bad? And the answer is both, because you have different aspects of it and you're switching, you're going below into these different dimensions because you're learning something here. So right now you're in a lower frequency. Yeah, the Lovers reverse, more heart chakra blockages. You're in this frequency of not deserving something, or you're not going to be able to have something. Something is not coming to you. If you're struggling in regards to love, this is definitely being in your head, because when your heart chakra is blocked off, where do you go? Right back up to your head. You start thinking these old thoughts, these neural pathways from previously that are coming back up. These are old programs that are because you didn't receive love in the past, or because there was something attached to it, something that took something away from you, or some sort of betrayal. Anything that's attached to it that's a negative thing regarding opening your heart and love, that's what you're experiencing right now. This is something that may come up often for you, and then you break through, you open up your heart, and then it comes back again. Go to the next part. So it comes back again, and then you think you didn't heal it here. So understand that healing happens in layers. I was telling a client this earlier. Healing happens in layers. So you may think you healed something and it's all done. It's not always all done. There's usually some other aspect, or sometimes it's just the old programming replaying in your mind coming back up here. It's a little bit of a test if you want to look at it that way. You don't have to. Some of you guys, that can hurt you more than anything, is to look at things as a test. But if that helps you, if you're like, oh, this is a test from the universe, look at it that way. How much have you healed, or what is still trying to plague you? What is still trying to drag you down here in regards to your love life, or feeling worthy of something, or any kind of abundance that is coming in for you? Tell me more. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, because this abundance wants to come in. It's like ready for you, and you are getting this. You're getting little spurts of this, but even more wants to come in. But anything that stops that is a blocked heart chakra. So I may do a heart chakra meditation for you guys later, something like that. Tell me more about the Ace of Pentacles. Somebody left you out in the cold before, or you were put in situations where you felt like maybe you left yourself out in the cold. Some of you guys have this feeling of, I'm never safe. I'm never safe in any environment I'm in, anything that I've been through. Something bad is going to happen. The other shoe is going to drop. Something's going to be taken away from me, or people aren't trustworthy. That's a big thought that's coming up. People are not trustworthy in my life. So you're recreating those circumstances in your reality. It's a mind trick. Like, it's tricking your mind here. What is this left out in the cold? That's no longer. See, it came out in reverse, but this is an old paradigm thing. This is replaying in your mind. We have the Star card. Wish fulfillment's written all over this. It's like your abundance is here. It's ready for you. It's all here for you. You've manifested it. But you guys, there's a lot of PTSD that keeps coming up in the collective. I deal with it as well. PTSD of the same things happening to you again. So any little thing that triggers you, that reminds you of a past situation, you think it's replaying again. You think it's happening all over again. And what happens is that becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy if you're not careful, because if you're not willing to let go of the old story, the new can't come in here. It's okay to be cautious, but this is not like typical caution. This is fear. This is panic. This is what is going to happen to me. Something bad is coming. I need to prepare. And in doing that, in preparing, it's good to be safe and everything, but you're expecting it to happen. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're expecting something bad to happen. You're preparing for it so that when it does happen, you can be ready to go. And then your mind is waiting. Your mind is waiting and waiting for that moment. So your mind can perceive anything that's slightly from the past as a moment in time where you need to be concerned and worried. And it's going to jump on that. It's going to attach itself to that meaning, whatever meaning you're giving a situation. And it's going to create panic and trauma where there is none. Do you see how that works? Some of you guys, just be very aware of this. Why am I fearful? Why am I panicking right now? What story is playing in my mind? Go to the next part. So what story is playing in your mind on repeat that keeps putting you in this fear and doubt and panic of situations around you? You're looking for things. Your brain is like, it's like a battlefield. You're looking for things that, landmines, things that can erupt, things that can disrupt your happiness and joy and wish fulfillment, things that can throw you out in the cold. When the Ten of Pentacles is here, you've already unlocked your abundance. They're saying you've unlocked it already. You have it. It's here, and more is on the way to you. But every change that comes in, you're like, is this a bad change? You think it's a bad change because change is bad. It's what you associated it with. Something bad is going to happen, and I wasn't prepared in the past, and I'm beating myself up for it. I'm mad that I didn't see these red flags before, and that's what's going on in your mind. If you can separate from that, from the old pain, you're going to see what actually is a red flag and what's not. And you're going to see that a lot of these things are not even red flags. This is old pain. And then you won't be so stressed out about it all the time. Some of you guys, side note, money's getting better as well. Abundance coming. Yeah, Eight of Swords. What did I say? This is mental anguish and torment. This is keeping yourself captive. You see, all he has to do is move a little bit and get out of those restraints. But it's this fear, this panic of like being betrayed over and over again. Your mind is like a torture chamber for you right now. So this Four of Cups, you're just sitting here, not moving. And the divine is offering you these cups. The divine is like, here, I have the solution for this. Your abundance is out here. Your abundance is out of your comfort zone. It's out of your mind. It's not going to be there. It's like activity. It's the heart opening. It's experience. A lot of your abundance is in your experiences. Some of you guys, if you haven't left the house for a while, or even if you've left the house, but you do the same routines, same things, they want you to change that. They want you to start going different routes on your way home from work. They want you to go to that bar that your friend asked you to, or go to that class that somebody asked you to. Go take that hike. Like, whatever it is, you guys need to do this. Go on drives. You need to switch up your routine. This is getting out of your comfort zone. And what happens when you get out of your comfort zone? You get in your head first, and then you get out of it, because you create new experiences and you form new neural pathways. So there's no longer anything to be afraid of. You don't need to be afraid of change anymore. You start to associate change with good things happening to you, with abundance flowing in, which it already is. You guys, this is sad because PTSD is a real thing. I experience it too, where you struggle so hard to accept the good things in your life, the new reality that you formed and created. You struggle so hard because there's always this devil on your shoulder, or there's always this thing in the back of your mind. It's going to be taken away from you. There's a catch. There's something to worry about. Your mind truly becomes a battlefield. I resonate so much with this reading right now that I'm giving you guys. Sometimes the reading I give for you guys, it's also a message for me. And this is how the divine works. It's like multitasking. It's, condensing, putting everything down into a message that I can hear and you guys can too. But I also want you guys to know that you're not alone. And a lot of the things you go through, I go through too. And I feel you. I understand. I know what it's like. I know what PTSD is. Go to the next part. I mean, the struggle really is real, of trying to convince yourself that you are safe, that you are secure, that bad things won't continue to happen to you, that you've climbed up out of that. You've already learned the lesson. Our minds have a tendency to, say we learn a karmic lesson in life, because we all have them. We're all learning something here. And then when we overcome it, we can move on. We don't have to replay it. Sometimes we still think we're in the same lesson because it's what we're used to. We're used to harshness, or harsh realities, or being left out in the cold, being last on people's lists. We're used to that. We're used to being hurt, betrayed, friendships, people around you, lovers, people that have hurt you so badly in the past. We're used to that, so we don't see another way out. Even when we learn the lesson, even when we learn to look for the red flags now, we still don't even trust ourselves. We learn not to trust ourselves because of other people's actions. You see that? What other people have done to us, we learned that we couldn't trust ourselves. We couldn't trust ourselves to make the right decisions. And maybe that was true for one lesson in the past, but then you kept repeating the lesson. You kept distrusting yourself and recreating the same scenario over and over again. If that makes sense, guys. I know a lot of you probably are resonating with this, but then you end up in this Four of Cups energy of just sitting under the tree, not moving, not accepting the love, the abundance that's here for you now, because of a fear of what happened and it happening again. Even though we spend all our time trying to manifest abundance to come in for us, wish fulfillments, and then when it's here, we don't know how to accept it. That's what the importance is of the heart, unlocking the heart, guys. This will always be the answer. If you get into your heart, your mind can no longer take over, because your heart speaks a bigger truth. Your heart will make you feel what is real and what's not. Your heart will also show you old pain. If you're concerned, if you're like, is this my old pain, or is this something I need to be concerned about now? Do a heart chakra meditation, open up the heart, get some Reiki on that heart. I do that as well. This will open this up, and immediately you're going to feel it. You're going to know, no, this is old pain. I'm experiencing old pain, or yes, this is something to be concerned about. But most of the time you're going to find this is old stuff. Yeah, be vulnerable about this. The Strength card here, and admit that you're vulnerable, that you're maybe in a vulnerable situation because of what you went through. It's okay. Maybe you guys are judging yourself for that too, or saying things like, I don't want to be like this. I don't want to have to experience this. I hate that I have this. I hate that I have trauma. I hate that I have PTSD. Own it. Own this vulnerability. Own who you are. Own the mistakes that you've made, or what you perceive as a mistake, because you're much more relatable, is the truth. This is what I've experienced. This is what I've been through. These are the hardships that I've gone through. And then reflect on how it's made you a better person. And then you're going to start to see, as you're telling people this, why am I not giving myself the same credit and the same love that I show other people? If other people make mistakes in the past, do I berate them for it? And if you are, it's probably because you're judging yourself. You're still judging yourself for it. But if you wouldn't do that to them, think about it. Don't do it to yourself. Don't talk to yourself that same way. Show yourself the same love and compassion. All right, go to the next part. So how do you show yourself the same love and compassion that you do for other people? Stop trying to force yourself. Stop trying to tell yourself that you have to earn this love and abundance, that you have to work to be worthy of it. Why not just be worthy of it because you exist? If you change that narrative, then you won't be forever looking for things or reasons or things you can do to prove your worth and value to other people and yourself most of all. Stop being so hard on yourself. Stop putting yourself through the same lesson, the same cycle over and over again. You've unlocked this. You've learned what your worth is here, because I know you guys, you see it. You see your worth. You've had those moments where you felt happy and proud of yourself. That is your truth. That is the heart's truth. Not that truth of, because I did this, this makes me this. This makes me X, Y, and Z. This means I am damaged goods, that I will never find happiness and joy. Think about what you're labeling yourself as. What else? The devil. This is the devil. These are the thoughts, guys. Be aware of this. Call these thoughts out. I'm having these bad thoughts about myself. Call them out. Bring them into the light. Because this is, this is a biblical thing. Like what's done in the darkness will come into the light, or something like that. You guys maybe write it in the comments. But if you call whatever darkness this is into the light, if you call it for what it is, I'm having these old thoughts. I'm feeling unworthy because of this. I'm doing this to myself. Call it out. and then it's going to disappear, I promise you. Then you will be in the heart space, and then you're going to be accepting of these wish fulfillments with the Star card here. Then you're going to feel abundant and free from all of this panic. Yeah, Ten of Cups reverse, free from not allowing yourself to have this happiness and this joy that you've worked so hard for. And there may be others around you who try to convince you that you're not worthy of it as well. They are just reflecting versions of you that don't feel that way. They are still reflecting anything that's left over in you that believes that. Because if you didn't believe that about yourself, you wouldn't care. It wouldn't even be a passing thought. You would still rise to the top. You would still raise your vibration. You wouldn't worry about any of this. You would release this from your field, your auric field, your energetic field. So if it's still there, ask yourself, where do I still not feel worthy, or why do I still not feel worthy? And sometimes all you have to do is call that out, and then it, like I said, it disappears, because you're like, oh, this is a thought that's telling me I'm not worthy anymore. Where does that come from? My past. From past people and experiences and situations that I was in. Call it for what it is. And then it has no power over you. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. I love you guys.